Hi everyone. I hope your day's going good. Um, I don't know how long this is going to be, but um, it's going to be short. Anyway, I'm going to just get into it. This could be about anything, people around you, you know, how people act, etc. Um, I read something and I believe it will, clear up a lot. And what I'm about to say, could be it's about life and why you should always check out anything before you do anything. Also, you know that you don't listen to to a feeling that you get, your intuition, and etc. I'll give you an example. If someone tells you, you know, something, or you hear about whatever, or about someone, or you read it, and you feel something is off, so you ask for a little bit more information. And they just tell you, all you have to do is this and whatever. And just say they tell you, you have to do 3 things. And then they speak a whole bunch about a person. And then say, this is why you need to do, this, and keep doing it. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll pay you. You know, and then they'll say, that's all you have to do. One of the reasons you keep doing is, one, you'll get paid. And then you see or you feel things that nothing's going right. And more you continue, more is happening. But you don't notice it yet. Reason why things are continuing, to happen, you never got the rest of the information. Like what they said about a person, to see if it was true. And also because you didn't check it out. If, I do this, will, this start happening, like how I'm feeling? And like you're starting to see, like, is this why I'm feeling this way? And then you're starting to see around you to ones It's like a manual to tell you how to do something. In it, it says, it's like what I read. And when I read it, it was funny. Then I was told something, and they told me to put this up on a video. Anyway, what I read is like the example that I was saying. What I read was how to fly a plane. Everybody probably saw it, that video. It was funny. The plane was getting cleaned. And as this person, was cleaning it, they found a manual. And the manual was how to fly a plane in steps. Now this person, was thinking, oh wow, I always wanted to fly a plane. So the person picked it up. They wanted to read it. And like I said, because they always wanted to fly a plane. Since whenever. Anyway. The manual was, what are you supposed to do? You're always wanted to do that, and you were told. Whatever it may be, the example that I mentioned, it's the same. This person picked it up and started reading it. The beginning was a lot, about the plane, and it had pictures saying what it is. Then you get to the steps. So the person sits down in front of everything. In the first step, the first page of the first step. How to start. Then explains what color button, that you have to push. And then it shows a picture. So the person, presses it. Well, the plane starts. When it started, the person said, oh wow, that's cool. That was easy. So they went to see the second step, how to move the plane. Gave the color of the button with a picture, which one that you had to press. And then explained how it moves and what speed it will go. Well, the person pressed it. The plane started moving and it started to go a little bit faster. Well, that person was now excited because everything was so easy. And they were doing everything what the book said. They turned to the next page, to the third step, how to fly. And again, gave a picture, the color of the button. So the person did what it said. The plane started to fly. So the person was like really excited. So the person flew a little bit. Then he thought, well, that was fun. I've been up here long enough. I have to finish cleaning the plane. He had to clean the plane and get back to work. Well, he picked up the book again for step 4, to read it. And, first it had like a little bit, one page, it said step 4, how to land. He was getting excited, so he flipped the page and he read it. Now, what they read is like what I said in my videos. And that is, you should check out things first before you do it. Do anything. Or listen to people if you're not sure. Because what that person read, thinking it was going to be how to land, it wasn't. It said, if you want to know how to land the plane, you have to buy the next manual. So that person, well, is on the radio or whatever you call it, asking for help. It's like that now. When I'll get to that in a minute. So what do you think is going to happen when that plane lands? I mean, I hope he got the help to land it. That person got into the manual, didn't really pay attention, just started reading page at a time, but pressing all these buttons. You know, that they were actually doing it step by step because they were excited. You know, it was so easy. Piece of cake. Oh, it won't hurt anything. It won't hurt anyone. You know, but they didn't realize that, you know, the pages were getting smaller, lower, you know, not that many left. That it was at the end of the book, manual. Just like this person, you know, they dreamt of it. They seen it in the movies. And because that person worked at an airport, so they thought, you know, they could fly without a teacher reading the whole entire manual first. You know, or checking out if it was true what they were talking about. You know, when I said as the example, if they were, you know, telling lies about a person, that person that they were talking about, they just said, go ahead, I'll pay you, just do this, and continue to do it until, you know, whatever. So, you know, they didn't check out all that, you know, just to read it. But they just went into it, did exactly step by step, not knowing anything. So, you know, it's like the example, you know, I gave. And the ones that everyone speaks about, you didn't check out anything first. Like I said, you didn't check to see if, you know, it was lies or not. You just did the first thing, it worked, and then you just continued. You know, with other things, started doing, you know, you do things at work. Started to meet up with others. Now, because everything isn't working out for you, or, you know, maybe the others, could have, you know, asked that very same person or some of the others, you know, if anything's going on, you know, did anything change, or, you know, anything happening? Why isn't it happening to this person that we were told? But when you went to that person who said it, you still don't realize that that person is still lying and pretending that nothing is happening with them. Like all of you. Huh. So they come up with another lie. And whoever, you know, the person that they were speaking about, they came up with another lie and said that it was them who was doing it to all of you. And that it was their fault. Well, that's why we need, you know, they lied again and they said, well, that's why we need more people. Okay, you get the pattern now? You know, I don't need to, like, you know, finish that. It's like a manual. You believed what these people said, and you did it. But you didn't get the full manual, or I should say the full book, the information. You didn't check out the person that you were supposed to do something to see if it was lies or true. This is what I mean. It's how you let ones, you know, control you. How it can be easy if you don't know yourself. That, you know, your intuition, your gut, whatever, and your mind is telling you, no, this doesn't sound right, but because, you know, you believed it, or whatever, you let them talk you into it. You also didn't check things out, like I said. Only you can control you, along with, you know, God. As long as it's of the light. You need to stay in your own lane. especially you don't check things out fully, you don't know how powerful, that person might be. And didn't believe that they are God's baby. Well, you never know who's protecting them. And also, how many. Because of who they know. And then the other one is because of you didn't check anything out or educate yourself. Of how dangerous it could be. Messing with someone, the wrong person, or stealing from them, harassing them, being a bully, cyber stalking them. You all know what you did. Now, you didn't learn. Listen when told to stop. And I have to add, was told over and over and over and over and over again. What could and will happen. What you were and are still doing. How it was dangerous to do. And what will happen when it came back to you. And you still believe it's that person's fault. That was saying that, the truth. But believe the one who is telling the lies. It's like that person. Sorry. It's like that person, panicking on the radio. I need help. I don't know how to land. Trying over and over to ask that person for help. try to, with all of you, try to attach yourself to them again or whatever. But you don't understand. Once you get unattached, like I said, who unattached you? And it doesn't matter how close you get. Try speaking to them. Get in touch somehow. Still won't work with anything you try to do. How you want to be nice, thinking just being that it will heal you, trying to attach to somebody. Well, that's a good start. But, it still won't work that way. You could be standing right in front of me. You cannot attach. But you won't get that far anyway. You could be nice to me or anyone. I mean, like I said, it's a start. You can say what you did is another good start. It's letting yourself know what you did. And, the others. It lets that person know. This way it gives closure. It's letting God know that you know what you did. But you have to know it was wrong. You need to go through whatever you put out, what is returning back. But with coming up with the wrong person, well, like I said, you did. It still applies. Except for the closure part. I don't need the closure. I already got it and I walked away. But as for the closure, though, it will give by you, I guess telling them or telling me whatever. I mean, I really don't care. I don't need the closure, but you guys do. By speaking about it and realizing it was wrong. And then when you realize it, you'll learn how to heal yourself. So then as you're going through it and you're starting to heal, maybe you can help others to let them know not to do what you did. But besides that, like I said, it's like a manual. If you don't check out the whole entire thing and you only get bits and pieces, go do that. I'll pay you. Well, this is another reason why everybody's broke. Because you waste your money on other people's business, trying to get into it. Instead of, worrying about what you have to do and make sure things are done. And then help others, cheer somebody up, etc., etc. Instead of worrying about, what is around you to, make things better, not only for yourself, for your family, and everyone around you. Everyone should work together. Like I said, to help everyone. This is why nothing is, who's broke, who's this, who's taking people's money, who's doing this, who's doing that, whatever. This is why nothing is getting done. I mean, really. People don't realize what's happening right in front of them. I'm not the only one that's been saying it, especially because these people, some, who's trying to find out, who's their DM, who's their, masculine, who's their feminine, who's their DF, whatever, la-di-da, let's go find out. This way we could start, making sure that they don't get together and whatever. Meanwhile, you are paying attention to your marriage or your boyfriend and girlfriend, and people are sending people to you not realizing that they were sent. You know, I like to know, why is that more important to do BS like that instead of working together where, like I said, where everyone is comfortable, where they can, make sure that their bills get paid, like everybody. They have food on the table, and wherever, you work, everybody, it depends on, like I said, where your job is, whatever pay, where you can, afford a roof over your head, especially if you have children. I mean, to me, everyone should have what they worked for, and everyone should have a home. And be able to eat, be able to, pay for their bills. But no. It's like, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, ones go and pay this person. Oh, look into their life. Tell me what's coming. What's next? What's coming? Or why? You should look into yours, not anybody else's. I'm me, you're you. That's how God made us. Now, the only time that we are somebody else is if we're in a movie and we have to play somebody. But once the movie's over, or that, whatever it's called, I can't remember right now, but scene or whatever, you go home and you're back to you. How hard is this? I'm being straightforward now. Because it's like, another fake page came up. As much as I, hoped that was true, yeah, I would have loved, Never mind. I can't say. Well, put it this way. It was, oh, you want to meet your DM? I'll just say that. I'll just put him, him in it instead of what we were actually talking about. Anyway, no, I won't talk about him either. Because we will meet, but, like I said, his and mine and, my family, all of our energies are all blocked from you, from all, whoever. You won't know who we, belong with. You won't know. It's none of your business. Anyway. And it's not up to you or anybody to say, oh, you can't meet. How do you know that we're supposed to? But you see, all that is in God's hands anyway. And, and His. Because, like I said, I don't think about it. I mean, when ones aren't around, I'll think about them. This way you can't tap into the energy. I mean, you can't anyway. You'll get zapped. But, whatever. But like I said, I don't worry about it. We protect each other other ways. But I'm protecting him. But anyway. But I like to know and I will say you really think that I wouldn't know that it was fake pages? especially when I went on to the page. And I saw something. Which I'm not going to say. You know. And yes, it's the fake page that, you know, how all this, well, the 6 years, all that started. Well, most of it. This is like, you know, a puppy without a bone. Constant. Bringing crap up. Won't let it go. You know. Just sit down. You know. And think about how you let somebody talk you into doing what you did based on a whole bunch of lies. And you know what? I grew up with people, you know, sugarcoating or lying and et cetera, et cetera. I figured out the difference. Lying hurts you more. When you learn about the truth, yeah, it will sting just a little bit. But then you get this feeling of, wow, I'm glad I found out. And you feel lighter. And then you go on your way and do what you're supposed to do, and you know, whatever. I'm thanking God, you know, my dad, you know, that I learned when I was a child. I mean, I didn't realize it at the moment, you know, then, but, you know. It's like so much, and that you need to pay attention. And it doesn't matter, you know, what rank you are in a job or whatever. Everyone's there for a purpose. And to get the job done, you work as a team if you have to. Maybe if things, you know, are learned how to make things move smoother, you know, working together, things will get done. You could take a little bit more breaks, you know, especially if you're, at a computer all day or whatever, sitting. You need to walk around a little bit. Get your eyes off of the computer. And if you are like, I don't know, blank about something or whatever, that means that you need a break. You need to walk away a little bit, then come back. I mean, this is why nobody ever, I don't know. Everybody worries about money, 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 money. Yeah, everybody needs it. Well, start spending it. I guess wisely, I guess. I don't know. Everyone bitches and complains. Oh, I don't have it for this bill. I don't have it for this. I don't have it for that. Well, the thing is, instead of doing drugs, alcohol, going partying all night long, and etc., you pay your bills first and then go do that. What do you need more? You need a roof over your head. This way, let's see. If you're out partying all night, you have somewhere to come to lay your head down and then get a hangover, before you go to sleep. Eat some bread. That will help. It soaks up the alcohol. But anyway, that was just I gave so many, ideas or whatever, and, like urgencies and blah, 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 whatever. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Military, government, etc., 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 whoever, and these platforms and apps and whatever. You need to, the ones that, have the, I forget, the blue checks, because you need a certain amount or whatever. They're the real people. You need to come up with, I'm not saying a heart, for the ones that don't have the blue check yet. That you know who they are. They're the real person. And if someone opens up a fake page, they have, I don't know, a question mark or something like that. You get what I mean? You also need to stop it too. We're not at the end, the where everybody sees everything at the company. Where it pops up or whatever. And and for the pages or whatever, yeah. Like if you put stuff out, you look at it or whatever, but they can't get in there where, they allow people to, with fake pages and stuff like that, get in. All that needs to stop. It might be a job for you, but no, that's not a job. That's, let's say, putting more charges. For harassment, for whatever, bullying, etc., etc. I mean, there's a long list of what you did. And now there's only a very few left. And like I said in my other video, I know, I think 2 got caught. But I asked, I said no. Right now, all of them. Not at any moment. This very moment. For the rest of them. Because like I said, I'm not telling you what's going down. That's your surprise. I don't ask God what he's doing. Once I gave it to everything to him to handle, he does it. I won't ask. I'll find out what happened after. I have more things to do. But I wanted to come on, to put that out again. That we need to decide light or dark side. What side? that you're going to be on. And, starting now, doing, like speaking up if you haven't. If you really know something, you do know, more you hold that in and you knew about something, get off. More you'll get, like, I don't know, it will make you sick. If you hold things in. I just said that just in case, nobody knew. I'm not saying everybody. You get what I mean. But, ouch. Anyway, I just wanted to, bring all that up. That it is like a manual. Because, like we all been saying, if you don't check it out, what could happen? Then that's your fault. While things were happening, you might have checked it out, knew about it, but you still let ones tell you, oh no, nothing's happening. It is them who's doing it to us. When you just got done researching, or maybe if you didn't, whatever. As my dad always said, and I heard it before, you can help somebody for so long, or maybe once. It depends on who you are. You try to help somebody, but they ignore it, or they just don't want it. And then you move on. It depends on the person, how long you want to, try. But I only give it a little bit because I spent a lot of years helping people, or I should say, tried to. I did things. But, they refused. to listen. I mean, after a while, I finally, moved on. Because I guess, like I said in my other video, I got tired of, feeling sorry for that person because I didn't know how it was for them. So I took the blame. I'm not doing that anymore. No. But anyway, I mean, I hope this helps. I mean, it might help the ones that will understand what I was saying. And that fake page, well, put it this way, the fake page, I know that you're not related. And you said something, so I know that you see these videos. For the past 2 days, I got 8 fake pages. Wow. Huh. I don't know how many phone calls, but hey, whatever. Some days it's funny. Some days it's annoying. But, I'm not gonna, just sit here and, they won't leave me alone, Dad. I know he's gonna, well, put it this way, he's gonna whoop your butt. I mean, he knows. So why should I bother him and continue to tell him? I did that today. So, get prepared to be knocked to your knees or to the floor or whatever. And getting your butt whooped. Because I had enough. I'm tired because, again, phone calls, either nobody wants to give me the information this way I can tell them I have the proof or whatever. But no, You know, sometimes I have to pay for it. Well, where am I going to get that? Huh? I'm tired of the same bullshit over and over and again. So that tells me, I mean, I know it's not me because I made sure no one's attached to me. I knocked everybody on the floor. The problem is, the ones who are left either works at these companies or you're calling them because you know somebody that works at them. Thing is, you know, you don't believe that you're going to be, well, one, with no job, two, in jail or prison. I really don't care. With a whole bunch of charges. But that, hey, that's what you chose. That's what you chose. With everything else that is getting returned back to all of you. So, now you're going to see what it will be like. And have to figure it out all by yourself. I did that, done that. I took care of it. I'm not going through it again. Let's not and say I did, okay? Okay. Now it's your turn. You're going to know what it felt like and try to figure out on your own, like I did. And I will let you know. It's going to be work. So, better get used to it because you have to work. If you want to get better or heal or get through it, it needs work. And let you, and you'll know what not only me, with others have to go through. Especially when they're the only ones who have to provide. Let's see how you make out, okay? And no, I'm not angry. I'm just being straightforward, right to the point, etc. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because it's almost showtime. You're going to F down. And thank you, Daddy. Because, we had a long talk. I'm sick and tired of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm not moving on. Oh, that's right. And I might be off a little bit. I'm not sure. Because I have one thing that I have to take care of, and then I'll be finishing taking care of myself. This way I can provide for my family. I'm not a quitter, and I'll never be. And I will always be of the light too. So, everyone else, welcome to our team Empire. Like I said, welcome, and sending lots of love, peace, light, positive thoughts around the world. And I am proud of everyone, one who joined, and everyone who is starting or been doing, trying to make it better. I've seen a lot of the different changes, what I usually see. And I am proud of everyone. And so Spirit and God, like I said, He sees everything in between, knocking the socks off of these people. But it will be closing soon. It will be over. It is over, but these people, it has to catch up to them to make them really realize. But anyway, oh yeah, what was the other thing? Sending coffee or tea with espresso, hot or ice, to start your day. Okay. Ciao.